to Stuff Lab. I'm Gwen.
And I'm Marty.
Marty, it is the 12th day of Christmas. It is Christmas Day.
It is Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Now, in reality, the 12 days of Christmas start on Christmas Day. We did it reversed. So it is 12 drummers drumming. Marty, what drummer have I picked?
Is Neil Peart a drummer?
It is Neil Peart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, he's like,
Words.
he was significant somehow, and I thought he was a drummer. It was either him or Dustin.
Ah, I see. Okay. Where do you think Neil Peart is from?
The U.S.?
No, Hamilton, Ontario.
Canada.
Oh, so, roundabouts there. But he grew up in Port... I think I spelled that wrong. Dalhousie? Dalhousie? I don't know. A couple miles away from where he was born.
Okay. Still in Canada?
Still in Canada. Description. A very cool guy. So he was 6 feet 4 inches with green eyes, dark brown hair, and I think he's quite a handsome gentleman.
Okay. I don't know anything about the guy other than he was a drummer.
Oh, that's the guy.
Well, yeah, I figured that was the guy.
Okay.
That's not really like a great picture. He's just,
That's a wonderful picture of his setup.
The setup, yes. His setup looks fantastic.
Life. So this is also Neil Peart. He was born September 12th, 1952. Peart began learning the piano, which he was not very passionate about. At 13, his parents bought him a practice drum and some drum lessons, telling him if he stuck with it for a year, they would buy him an actual drum kit. So he started at 13. A year passed, and when he was 14, he got a kit and began taking lessons at the Peninsula Conservatory of Music under Don George. His stage debut was the same year at the school's Christmas pageant.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
His next appearance was with his first group, the Eternal Triangle.
High school band names are the best.
He performed his first solo at this performance. At 18, he traveled to London. In hopes to further his professional music career, he was able to pick up, occasional work. He supplemented his income by working at The Great Frog.
Okay.
It was a jewelry store.
Oh. Okay.
So after 18 months, he went back to Canada.
Didn't like it or just couldn't make ends meet?
He wasn't finding enough gigs.
Okay.
He was hoping to pursue a professional career in London, and it just wasn't working out. A mutual acquaintance in Canada convinced Peart to audition for the band Rush to replace the original drummer, John Rutsey. I'm assuming you know at least one of those?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
He felt his audition was a complete disaster, and after some deliberation between Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, Peart officially joined the band on July 29th, 1974, 2 weeks before the band's first U.S. tour.
Dang.
Yeah. Peart settled into his new drumming role and even became the band's primary lyricist. The other members were uninterested in writing lyrics, so Peart put his writing to good use.
We just want to play.
Their first record, Fly By Night, in 1975, won the Juno Award for Most Promising New Act. Their album, 2112.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So they replaced the other guy.
Yeah.
Did he die? Did he step down? Did they fire him?
It just said replaced.
Okay, so then how long had Rush been around before that?
Unknown.
Okay.
Forgive
me, music people who love Rush. I don't know this stuff.
I will look it up. I never know the questions that Marty's going to ask, and obviously I can't have notes on everything. So, info bubble somewhere.
There we go.
Their album, 2112, came out in 1976, so a year later, and was a breakthrough in the United States. People loved it.
Rush is a great band.
In 1992, Peart was invited to play at the Buddy Rich. He's an American jazz drummer, considered one of the most influential drummers of all times.
Okay.
He was asked to come and play at a memorial concert in New York City. He felt his performance left much to be desired, and to regain his self-confidence, he decided to produce and play on 2 Buddy Rich tribute albums, one in 1994 and one in 1997.
He really did. He apparently just didn't think that highly of his own drumming skills.
I mean, you always want to continue improving.
Well, I mean, I get that, but like, you know, he thought his audition flopped. He thought that he didn't do good enough in this concert or tribute.
He plays in a rock band and was asked to play in a jazz tribute.
Okay, I guess.
The jazz is very different. Very different. Looking to improve still, Steve Smith from Journey told him that he himself had been studying with a drummer teacher, Freddie Gruber. I was like, hey man, take some lessons.
You know, I thought like he's taking lessons and he's already like accomplished this much. He's like, yeah, man, I need more lessons. Like, okay. I just think it's funny that they.
No matter what it is, there's always room. In 2008, he once again performed at the Buddy Rich Memorial Concert, and this one was released on DVD. Okay. So if you're interested, there are DVDs. In 1997, we're into some sads.
Oh.
His only daughter at the time, Selena, was killed in a single-car crash. His common-law wife of 23 years, Jacqueline, died of cancer 10 months later.
Oh.
Peart has said that she died of a result of a broken heart and called it a slow suicide by apathy. She just didn't care.
Dang.
Yeah, it's real sad.
Yeah.
After this, Peart took a sabbatical from the band, leaving on his motorcycle, and he traveled throughout North and Central America. He just got on his bike and went. In 2000, Peart married Carrie Natal, and in 2001 announced to the band he was ready to return to recording and performing. In 2002, Rush released the album Vapor Trails. The band decided that Peart would not take part in the daily grind of the band, seeing press and doing interviews, seeing that he never liked them before and didn't want him to be constantly asked about the worst time of his life.
Good on them to recognize that. I imagine that there are some bands out there that like, you're part of the band, you're doing what we're doing, you know, we make money like this. Good on them that they're like, yeah, he doesn't need to be have this crap brought up all the time.
Yep. In 2009, he and Carrie had their first child, Olivia. In 2010, Peart acquired his U.S. citizenship. In 2015, Neil retired from the band.
Right on.
Historical contribution. Peart, as you said in the beginning, you had to think of a drummer, and the first person you thought of was Neil Peart. He's often considered one of the greatest drummers to ever take the stage. His solos often becoming their own individual tracks on Rush's albums.
Jeez.
This is one of Neil Peart's drum sets.
I wouldn't know what to do with like 3 drums in front of me. Like 2, I can.
Yeah.
That is. Oh my god! I can't imagine the speed of which he'd have to be able to think to do all of it.
I mean, it's
crazy.
It's a lot. Death. He died January 7th, 2020.
2020 sucks.
He was 67. He died from a glioblastoma, the most aggressive type of cancer that begins within the brain. Controversy. None.
He was a good dude.
Legacy. So things he has been awarded or have done. You ready? This is also Neil Peart playing. This is a front-on view of it.
Oh, okay. I was kind of confused by what was going on in that one spot.
Oh, yeah.
That's so much little things. Oh, it's the whole thing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll write the years.
Okay. I'm sure this is going to be a list.
Yeah. I'll write the years so you can, with your eyeballs, calculate how many things he has won and achieved. Okay. But I'm not going to write the item because that would take forever. So I tried to go in chronological order the best I could. 1980, most promising new drummer. 1983, inducted into the Modern Drummer Hall of Fame. 1980 through 1985, best rock drummer. 1983, 1986, best multi-percussionist. 1986, best all-around. 1986, honor roll, rock drummer, multi-percussion. These are all awards that he's gotten. 1996, Peart was made an officer of the Order of Canada together with Lee and Lifeson. The trio was the first rock band to be so honored as a group. 2006, best rock drummer, best instructional video for Anatomy of a Drum Solo. He does have a DVD out breaking down drum solos and how to build a really good drum solo. 2007, best drum recording of the year from 1980s for YYZ from Exit Stage Left. Drummer of the Year, Best Progressive Rock Drummer, Best Live Performer, Best DVD for Anatomy of a Drum Solo, Best Drumming Album, Snakes and Arrows.
Just racking up those awards.
Yep. 2008, Best Rock Drummer, Drummer of the Year, Best Live Drumming Performer. 2009, Drummer of the Year, Best Progressive Rock Drummer. 2010, Drummer of the Year. Peart was inducted into the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame, along with Lifeson and Lee. 2013, Rush was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I'd love to be one of the guys that are like, oh great, I'm up against Peart for the best drummer of whatever.
He has accomplished
so much.
lot.
Oh yeah.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
Fun facts. He's so handsome.
Yep.
Rush recorded 5 studio albums in 4 years and played 300 gigs per year.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Peart has described himself as a left-leaning libertarian. Peart has written several books about his life and some science fiction books. I believe he's written 7 books about his life and like his driving around North and Central America.
Well, I'm sure the stories he's got from just that would just be wild.
I'm sure. Peart had a 360-degree drum kit and so many additional percussive instruments that he swapped over to use electronic pads to get the sounds he wanted to save room on stage because he was taking up so much room.
That's
wild. And that was in the 80s.
Oh my god.
In the 80s, he swapped over to using electronic pads and foot pedals. So he didn't have to swing around and like reach out and hit what he wanted.
Yeah.
You just go boop and do it. So that change, first of all, saved space on stage. Second of all, made it so he could have more to choose from.
It's just crazy.
Insane.
Well, like I said before, like I cannot fathom the amount of genius that he had to have been to remember and be able to think ahead and prepare for 360 degrees of, from what it looks like at least 3 deep instruments.
Well, that wraps up our 12 Days of Christmas with a twist. How do you feel?
I feel like I know so much about so many things I didn't know about before.
What a cop-out answer. But I hope that you too have learned so much about things you didn't know before, because that's the goal of this. So, we'll see you Monday.
More facts.
More facts. Facts on Mondays. So, we have animals, people, places. I made one for thing for bagpipe. I'm not totally convinced on my format for it, but if there's a thing you want to know a brief history about, toss it in the comments. Mm-hmm. And location, like historical things. I might have to limit Marty on guessing from now on. Poor man won't know what to do.
There's so much stuff already.
There's so much stuff.
It's been, what, a year since we started doing fact videos, and I feel...
Less than a year.
Oh my god.
Well, no one wanted to play games and quizzes with me, so you get fully dedicated fact videos. Bye!
Bye!